in the heart of Texas. Two dudes making noise, talking about pro wrestling on the podcast. Big up boys, big money guys, we be throwing down the rhymes, kicking it live, representing the Lone Star State every damn time.
Ring rundown at the Texas Meltdown.
Yes, what's up everybody? It's SP along with your boy Dropkick Zombie. We are getting ready to go have some grub here at the Texas Meltdown grilled cheese. The ring rundown at the Texas Meltdown. Let's go.
We got Stone Cold Stunners and the Rocks, people's elbows. Watching WrestleMania on our TV. Not the Soul Bars, fucking Royal Rumble and TLC. The whole bar, we bring the heat like a steel chair to the backyard.
Whoa, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Ring Rundown Special Edition. We're at the Texas Meltdown right now.
Yes.
Live in the person. We're actually here in the same room.
Yes, for once. After, 7 months?
Something
8 months
like that,
since
yeah.
last we seen each other at Juggalo Weekend,
Yeah,
right?
I've been a little troglodyte staying in the house. But we're here. Got some sandwiches. I got me a turkey, bacon, and avocado. And his sandwich, I'm actually jealous because it looks a lot better than mine.
Yeah, this is the Roadhouse. So it's cheese, barbecue pulled pork, bacon, along with a broccoli cheddar soup.
I'm boring. I got Ruffles and a cookie.
But yes, the ring rundown at the Texas Meltdown. So we figured we'd come in, talk a little wrestling, eat some food, and just converse with y'all, see how everybody's doing out there. So let's get into it.
Can I finally bite into this sandwich? I've been staring at it while we're getting ready for like the past 10 minutes. Oh. Oh. Awkward, yeah, okay. It's really good. Mm-hmm. So did you watch NXT?
I did not.
Yeah, bro, you have to check out that Wesley match and Zachary Wentz. It was so freaking awesome.
I heard they went at it pretty hard.
Yeah, they did. It was pretty crazy. It was a spot fest. Did you see Friday night they had an ad for the Motor City Machine Guns?
No, so they are headed to the main roster?
Yeah, it was played during the break on SmackDown. They pretty much it showed the city of Detroit, and it showed like a nice like exotic car pull up, and you see their feet in their like dress pants. So I guess they're making them like they're real fancy guys or something. But yeah, everybody thought that they were on their way to NXT, but apparently they're going to be on SmackDown. Because
Well, that's what it looked like, was that they were just going to be headed to NXT, because not a lot of signees make their debut on the main roster usually, unless you're an AJ Styles or a big name like that who's made their name in a smaller promotion, but then also overseas as well too, like he did in New Japan, so.
Well, I know, like, the plan for them originally, they were supposed to be, like, the faces. Because, I mean, that is one, like, common consensus is that NXT, that's one thing they kind of struggle with is the tag team division. It's kind of...
Well, WWE does as well, too. Main roster, anyways.
That, too. So they wanted to kind of use them as kind of like the faces of the tag team division in NXT. But I guess that's changed. But, hey, I would love to see... Have that happened? The Gorillas of Destiny versus Motor City Machine Guns?
Don't think so.
That would be... I'm interested in that.
Yeah, I did see, or at least saw highlights of the NXT title match between Trick Williams and Ethan Page with CM Punk as guest referee. And I thought it was kind of BS at the fact for Punk to hit a GTS on Ethan Page to kind of take away from
Of course he did.
Trick Williams' spotlight on him winning the title, to now know the focus is on CM Punk and him taking out Ethan Page. So
you got to remember who we're talking about here. CM Punk, But did you also see Friday night, his first match back? AJ Styles was apparent. I don't know if it's storyline or not.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, his ankle. I did hear something about that.
I don't know if it's kayfabe or what, but
Yeah.
they mentioned that The thing I felt kind of weird, I thought it was kind of weird, was they mentioned over and over it was his first match back. It was his first match back, which makes me think that it's storyline. Because they mentioned it like 20 times. It was his first match back.
Possible. Well, first match back on television because he had been working house shows
with Cody.
So yeah, no, we didn't catch SmackDown or Rampage. We were at the movies checking out this low budget, campy, horror esque comedy called Frankie Frico. Which
I've never even heard of that.
Neither did I until my wife had mentioned about going and seeing it Friday night. So we missed that. But did you catch Bad Blood?
No, not yet. I plan on watching it because last night was UFC, so I watched that. I chose to watch that instead. But my plan is to watch Bad Blood tonight. So no spoilers.
All I was gonna say is there was a return. Actually, he had a few returns during the pay-per-view, and one was actually a botch for the women's title match between Rhea and Liv. Who was it? Raquel Rodriguez made her return and
a powerhouse.
And actually botched that finish because the ref saw Raquel, which apparently wasn't supposed to happen. So the ref called for the bell, and then Rhea and Liv are back in the ring. Raquel takes out Rhea again and drags Liv over to Rhea's body to go for the pin. And it's like, yeah, that kind of screwed up because the ref already rang the bell, therefore the match is over.
Oh Lord.
That is and apparently everybody like kind of groaned at that part. So I mean, I heard that they gave the ref, credit because he actually did the right thing.
Kind of did the save.
He saved the match, that part, but the damage was done after the fact with Raquel doing what she did.
I saw that on AEW over on AEW. I saw what's his name finally appeared. Sheldon Benjamin.
Yes,
he was with
MVP. Yep, he debuted at AEW 5-year anniversary.
When did the Ricochet and
the Will Ospreay?
When did that?
That was that. It was
okay.
It was
I need to go back and watch because
that was a really good match.
Everybody, I saw a couple spots.
It was the Poison Rana spots where
and he landed on his feet. That was crazy.
Oh no! That was I think Ricochet was going for I think Hurricane Rana, but Will Ospreay landed on his feet. But no, I was talking where Ricochet hit a Poison Rana, which is kind of like a reverse Hurricane Rana, and then Ospreay hit the same thing, and then hit a hidden blade behind Ricochet right after, and that's what caused the no contest pinfall. So that match was amazing. And then
they're going to do like a best of 3 or something.
They're going to do something.
That has to
but
be.
Konosuke Takeshita also came out afterwards. So actually at Wrestle Dream, it's going to be a 3-way for the international title.
I don't like that. I just want to see them two go at it, bro. It's like a video game when the guys just wrestle. You saw that one long time ago in Corgan Hall, that match, and it went viral. It was literally just like the most impressive match I've ever seen.
Yeah. Speaking of AEW 5-year anniversary, on Wednesday it was announced the new multimedia deal between Warner Brothers Discovery and AEW.
So they're going to be on Max, right?
So they re-signed for media rights for TNT and TBS for Collision and Dynamite, and then the pay-per-views will be streaming available as well on Max, but the pay-per-views are going to be available at a discounted rate later in 2025. So for the first part, it's just going to be their weekly television as well as the library of past episodes on HBO Max, and then later in the year, then they'll start doing the pay-per-view. Well, I'm sorry, pay-per-views will also be on HBO Max,
but they're still going to charge for them.
Yeah, but they'll be at a discounted rate later in 2025.
It's a big discount because I mean that's one thing I like about like WWE. If you got Peacock, you got the pay-per-views, you know. But I think I can imagine AEW needs the revenue. So,
Well, I mean, what it's coming out to yearly is 165 million a year, somewhere around there, or 181 million a year
nice.
is what they'll be getting. Plus, if this whole deal with Fox goes through as well too, that'll be more money in their pocket as
You know what I
well.
just thought of? I should have got chips because I want to eat these chips, but I don't want to annoy the viewers crunching right into the microphone. I guess I'll save these. Y'all want to hear me crunch? Now I'm gonna spare y'all from that. But yeah, man, a lot of stuff's going on right now. I saw Soraya resign.
Yeah, she signed a 1-year extension deal. So that'll go because apparently this match that she had with Jamie Hayter last week, where it was the Soraya's Rules, Anything Goes match, they went to town on each other along with Harley Cameron getting in the mix as well.
I'm sorry, what? No, I'm just But yeah, sorry, I was shaking the table apparently, so we had to stop. I didn't even realize I was doing it, so I'm keeping my hands off the table and my elbows because I'm a hyperactive person, especially when I'm trying to think. But back to it. Soraya, man, he had to open up the pocketbook for that. Yeah,
I don't think so.
you don't think?
I don't think so. I mean, it's just for a 1-year extension. So, I mean,
it had to be
essentially revisit.
At least a mil, I would say.
Possibly, but he's paid out more for less. I mean,
True that. But maybe. I'm surprised. I thought she was for sure going to go back to WWE.
it looked like it, but apparently they were able to work something out. Maybe they're going to give her work on her push or something like that.
I did see the Lucha Bros are nowhere near.
No, they're both still under contract, and Penta actually did an interview saying, Tony's protecting his interests, we're protecting ours. He's like,
So
I'm
they're
still
not-
under contract with AEW for the time being, but
It's
he's
going to
like,
be at least a year until we see him on WWE TV.
possibly. I mean, he
I want to know how far did WWE get in the negotiations with him, because it showed that they were tampering with talent.
How is it?
Great, it's really good, man. But because I mean that's contract tampering.
which I mean, it's not the first time that WWE's been caught guilty of doing contract tampering. So, but apparently, Miro was granted his release from AEW.
I haven't even seen that. Is that official?
I believe Bleacher Report had it, or Fightful Select had it posted that he was granted his release. So
I can see him doing good in TNA. That's where I see him doing really good. I know he's living back in Bulgaria. I know I mentioned that before.
So I don't know. Did you see any highlights of Bad Blood last night?
I did not. I was tuned in, and then I fell asleep early too. I didn't even see the main event of UFC. I woke up this morning and watched it in bed.
Yeah. So there was a unprotected shot to the head by somebody in the Hell in a Cell cage. And what's funny is, whenever AEW does that, obviously we're talking about the hypocrisy that people have in between WWE
That
and
really
AEW.
bothers you, don't it?
It does.
It bothers
It does. I mean, and I know I'm not the only one that it
You take a
does.
tally of all that stuff.
But anyways,
I don't even think about it, but I mean,
But
somebody needs to call it out.
yeah, I mean, again, you got the Fed fans who say nothing about it, but yet AEW does. Oh my God, how dare they? Yada yada yada. Even some of the wrestling sites as well too. They don't mention anything about how dangerous it was for a WWE superstar to take a headshot, but yet they're blasting AEW for them doing it as well.
It's not even like the unprotected chair shot. It's like it's not even. How can I say it? Like, it doesn't make sense if you think about it. Because if I swing a chair at your head, what are you gonna do? That's the first thing you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Now it'd probably get through. So I think that looks more natural when you put your hands up than an actual, because that's what you would reflex and do in real life. You know what I'm saying? But and I just think it's not necessary. You know. Remember that one that Cody took? Go, that made me wince.
Yeah, apparently the person that took the unprotected shot had to get 16 stitches.
Who was it? It was Punk or?
No, it was McIntyre.
Oh, really?
Yeah, McIntyre was reaching.
Punk ain't gonna take
was
that.
reaching. was reaching for Punk through the ropes, and Punk pulled out a tool. It was a toolbox, a steel closed toolbox, and just went crack, and just cracked him right on the top of his head, and you just see just blood just pouring down McIntyre's face.
Punk ain't gonna take that.
I mean, Punk
Maybe.
got blood. I mean, Punk did get bloodied the first few minutes of the match, but apparently we're fixing to get ready to see a heel Kevin Owens.
I know they're him and Cody are kind of having it's starting to show some little beef between them two.
Oh yeah, it happened last night after the main event. Yep, somebody has footage of Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes talking out in front of Cody Rhodes' bus, and you could tell it's a heated argument. And then all of a sudden, just Kevin Owens just starts wailing on Cody Rhodes.
It's been a while since we've seen a heel Kevin Owens, and he's a damn good heel when he's heel.
Kevin Owens heel with babyface, man, I'm all for it.
Remember when he his first event on NXT when he powerbombed Sami Zayn on the apron. That was insane. I did not see that coming. But yeah, he makes a really he has a way about him that's just a freaking ass. Like he's good at being an asshole. You know what I mean?
Same with MJF.
Oh well, no, that's the king of assholes. He stays in character, bro.
I was gonna compare him to.
I would be upset if I
Punk.
met him in real life and he wasn't an asshole to me. I'd be upset about it. Punk is not that. I don't like that. I've met that dude like twice, bro. Once at a con and once in a parking lot, and he's just not a nice person like people think. And I've always say that. He really thinks, oh, he has like that "you're bothering me" kind of attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, apparently after NXT went off the air, he got on the microphone and said, "Oh, I got free pizza for everybody in attendance tonight," or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it was real or not, but
I mean, he probably does stuff. But like, if you see him, like, because I know one guy that saw him out in Gretna, Louisiana. They had Raw that night in New Orleans. And my friend, now I get it, like kind of in a way, but my friend just kind of saw him at a gas. He's like, "Hey, can I quick picture, like selfie or whatnot?" And he just and walked off. And it's just stuff like that, man. Like when I met him at Comic-Con, you could tell like I had just met Robert England before him and Bruce Campbell, and you could tell they were enjoying themselves. Punk, you can tell like he didn't even get up. He didn't even it was just like, you're bothering me, and I'm just here for the paycheck. You know what I'm saying? When I met other people that day, you could tell they're enjoying themselves. It's just, the dude, I don't really, now I in the ring, and as far as his character, and I appreciate him, and he's probably one of my favorites. But
by the way, this Roadhouse sandwich with the pulled pork, the barbecue sauce, and the bacon is really, really good. I mean, I was just licking it off my fingers. So
sorry, I went on a tangent about CM Punk. I tend to do that, but yeah, Punk. I don't really like him. I mean, maybe out there, you guys, maybe people have had good experiences with him. I don't know. I never have. So
seems like he does things like when he debuted in AEW, the ice cream bars or whatever, the pizza after NXT. Seems like he does things for the instant gratification.
Yeah, apparently he spent $40,000 on ice cream bars. Apparently, when he debuted at AEW. But the dude just, I don't know. And I don't like how he did Colt. I don't like how he did like Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle actually came out and said he's the hardest guy to be friends with.
I can imagine that.
He's very hard because he said one little wrong thing you could say will set him off, and He'll just stop talking to you. He said Hornswoggle said he in an interview, and he said he was already let go from WWE. Hornswoggle was, and he texted Punk. He was like, "Hey, do you have somebody like a mutual friend? Do you have his number?" And they were best friends before, and Punk just went off on him for asking for one of their mutual friends' phone number, and never talked to him again.
See, that's pettiness.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's get off of Punk. Dude's a jerk, but.
So now it's only looking like it's just a matter of time before Bobby Lashley debuts in AEW.
I think I hope they don't turn the lights off and then turn them back on and he's there. Enough of that. That's how everybody.
I like how they presented Shelton Benjamin at 5-year anniversary. That was really cool. MVP's like, and here's, what was it? He came up and he was talking to Mercedes. That's who he was talking to. And he said, yes, and along with this fine gentleman right here, and the camera pans over, and it was Shelton Benjamin. Because he was talking to Prince Nana as well, too. And he's like, oh, yeah, Shelton Benjamin, who's also the head of our complaint department. And they're just like, oh, I'm good.
So, I'm interested to see what they do, I went back and watched some Shelton Benjamin matches. That dude is just talented, bro. He can go athletic. Oh, yeah. I bet he can do all the flippy floppy stuff if he wanted to. I don't know about now, but back then.
No, I think he could still pull off a few aerial moves off the top turnbuckle or something like that.
Dude literally leaped from the canvas to the top rope, just leaps up there. Like, bro, can you imagine how hard that dude the dude got hops, bro. Like, I remember Bobby Lashley, too. I remember he cleared the ring steps.
Uh-huh.
Like, he ran and just, over the ring steps. There's some talented dudes, man. There's some freaks of nature.
Even though that they're in the high 250s to 300 pounds, a lot of them can move.
Freaks of nature. I wonder why Bobby Lashley never made it to UFC. He was undefeated.
Well, he was Bellator, so
yeah.
I mean, maybe Bellator has different requirements or different conditioning stuff that they have to do compared to Dana White and UFC.
Well, I know he wouldn't have been able to wrestle also on TNA if he was in UFC. Yeah, that's probably what it was. But dude was like undefeated. I think he had like 8 matches and he won them all.
Probably.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's how many he had. But Jack Swagger already. Where is he at? He's not with AEW anymore, is he?
No, I don't believe so. I think he's just kind of doing his own thing right now. Indies he was, I think the last appearance of Jack Swagger was, didn't CMLL do like some sort of competition or something like that, where like running the ropes, arm wrestling, something like that? Or just like, was it collar and elbow lockups and stuff like that?
I did see that. They had kind of like a little competition with wrestlers at that one event. It was GCW. Who was it?
I thought it was CMLL.
But like they had to time them to run back and forth. I think Madcap Moss he got the record of running the ropes.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I remember when he first got on the Indies after he left WWE. That dude, he wanted a guarantee of $6,000 per appearance.
Who, Jack Swagger or Madcap Moss?
Jack Swagger. I think it was like 6,000 to 10,000 or something like that for him to. Because I remember when Wrestle Circus, we would talk to the owner a lot, and he said he was trying to get Jack Swagger. He was like, the dude said $10,000 if you wanted like a full match, $10,000 appearance in a full match. He was like, hell no.
You could buy a couple mid card talent for that rate.
Yeah, he's like, I got Ricochet coming, and he didn't even. Well, and of course Ricochet hadn't been in WWE yet, but
was he still under like the Prince Puma gimmick from Lucha Underground?
Right after that. This was right after that. This was around the time where he had that match with Will Ospreay. He was really doing a lot in Japan at the time. But yeah. $10,000. He was like, hell no.
Yeah. I think that APW show or promotion in California that I've talked about on the episodes in the past. I think they wanted to try to get Jeff Hardy in, but I think Jeff was like 25 grand or something like that, something ridiculous amount like
Oh
that.
my god! I remember Russell Circus got Jeff Hardy. No, they got Matt.
No, they got Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Russell Circus?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they ever had. I remember they had broken Matt Hardy, like when he was doing his broken thing.
No, they had both because they were. This was 2017 that they were doing it, and they were at.
Oh, I don't remember.
No, they were at Emo's.
I was there.
The only reason why I know that is because we were up in Michigan for my birthday that year.
Yeah, I was at the show in Emos, and I don't remember the part, but you could be right.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago. That was a great.
It was
night.
when they
had South by Southwest.
Yeah, it was during South by Southwest, and it was when they had the TNA tag team titles and the ROH tag team titles.
I remember that's where I met Matt Riddle. That dude smoking a shit ton of weed, standing out in that parking lot, dude. We're back. All right, well, like I was saying, we were eating Raising Cane's with Matt Riddle. That dude put down a caniac in like 2.5 seconds, dude. He had me munchies.
If I got the chance to meet Matt Riddle, I'd probably smoke a joint with him.
Maybe. I might. I don't know, but that dude was smoking a shit ton of weed out there in that parking lot. And like he was passing it with like these fans, and they were passing it around. But cool guy when I met him. So, So I mean, that's really. I finished my sandwich.
Mine good. I finished my soup. The soup was actually pretty good, and the sandwich was incredible.
Yeah, mine was great. I mean, I got the ruffles, but I wanted to spare the audience from hearing my crunching of chips, which I'm pretty sure they heard me crunch on ice more than once. So, sorry about that, people.
But yeah, if you're ever here in Copperas Cove, Texas, just right outside of Killeen, and roughly about an hour drive outside of Austin.
Something like that. It's probably about an hour. It's like the midpoint between Waco and Austin.
Yeah, definitely come and check out the Texas Meltdown, brought to you boys by SP and Dropkick Zombie of the Ring Rundown.
Thank you.
We want to thank everybody who is tuning in and watching us. Just a couple guys stuff our fat asses and talk wrestling.
One last thing. What do you give this place on the Fat Boy meter? Between 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a good 8 3/4.
I'll give it 9 fat asses out of 10. That's my rating. Okay, maybe I'll get it 8.5 fat asses out of 10. So, hey, if you guys want to see more of these videos like this, let us know in the description, in the comments below. And, well, have a good night, everybody.
Dropkick, it's your boy SP.
Good night.
And heat like a steel chair to the backyard. You the big league guys, you the Lone Star State. Talking pro wrestling on our podcast, get the bait. We bring the laughs and the smackdowns, no mistake. Get ready, it's the Lone Star.